I got labeled as difficult because I said one word, and that was no. I think Oprah, when I saw her do it,
I got named as troublesome cuz I said single word and that was no. I think Oprah, when I saw her do it as a young lady, was a push anyway. Had I not seen Oprah, my fantasies would have still been my fantasies, seen a raise in my pay since Glad Blemish, and nearly needed to leave Variety Purple when I saw her. Taraji, broken on those stages, it was excruciating to watch. Apparently Monique is working up some serious discussion focusing on both Oprah and TGP Henson, without any holds banished. Her new remarks have ignited a firestorm, especially coordinated at Taraji, whom she blames for coming to Oprah's safeguard. Monique doesn't keep down, charging that Oprah's treatment of her and different entertainers during the shooting of Purple was unjustifiable and come up short on, yet her study doesn't stop there. She trains in on Taraji, recommending that her devotion to Oprah has come at the expense of her own respectability. As per Monique, Taja's endeavors to protect Oprah have at last discolored her own stand in simultaneously. Yet, what's the tea? Pretty much this large number of issues continuing of late in regards to Monique ramming Taraji for shielding Oprah. Are any of these valid, or are they simple bits of hearsay? Well, better stick around to find out. Obviously, before we go any further, ensure first that you buy into our station and hit that notice chime for additional updates and recordings like this. Currently, we should get rolling space since the number of huge individuals of color that are on television even currently, right? So in those days, you saw no enormous individuals of color on television that was doing it adversely. Couldn't care less what their identity is. So as you all can see, Monique and Taji both went through a similar, definite thing anyway. Did you get worn out? I hear individuals go, you work a ton, better believe it. Half to the math ain't math. Monique's well-established fight with Oprah is no confidential, and she didn't keep down in her new searing comments focused on Taraji for apparently guarding Oprah in spite of her supposed abuse of individuals of color throughout the long term. Monique carried the intensity furnished with unquestionable proof to help her cases. Currently enter Shannon Sharp, clearly determined to work up however much disorder as could be expected. For this present year, his most recent meeting with Monique is out and out wild, actually faltering from his previous meeting with Feline Williams, which spilled Hollywood's most smoking privileged insight. We were caught off guard for the degree of untidiness Monique offered that would be useful when we figured things could never get any more chaotic. Monique ventured into the fray, and mayhem followed in the gathering visit. This ain't the right cash, this ain't the perfect sum. Stand by a moment in the event that they got this. For what reason am I getting this? You begin assembling the pieces and you begin saying it's not right. And I will talk, not many people in that frame of mind as much animosity tied toward the business as Feline and Monique do, and their complaints are justifiable given the therapy they've accepted. Monique's crack with the business heightened after her aftermath with Oprah back in 2009. Everything originated from the film Valuable, delivered by Oprah and Tyler Perry, in which Monique featured. Regardless of finishing her legally binding commitments, Monique wound up entangled in debate when Oprah and Tyler chose to set out on a press visit, at first reluctant to leave her family. Monique, in the end, consented to take part anyway. Strains mounted when Oprah uncovered that Monique wouldn't be made up for her inclusion and would need to cover all movement costs herself. This was difficult to accept for Monique, who had proactively been seriously come up short on for her job, with reports demonstrating she got a simple $50,000, a distinct difference to the huge commitment she made to the movie's prosperity. See, when I saw Team Unbroken Mom on those stages, it was difficult to watch. Monique's remuneration for her job invaluable was essentially undermined by different derivations, leaving her with just a small portion of what she merited. Regardless of this, when she declined to bear the monetary weight of the press visit, Oprah purportedly fought back by successfully boycotting her inside the business. Regardless of Monique's great honors, including an Oscar win for her exhibition, she regarded herself as minimized and excluded by Hollywood, despite the fact that she vocally challenged Oprah's abuse and underinstallment. Her cries failed to attract anyone's attention, lacking help from her companions in the business. Anyway, Taji and I had a discussion a while back, yes, in my trailer, when I was doing the Monique show, and she said, you realize you got to continue to get it until your turn come. And I said to Raji, the majority of us kick the bucket before our turn comes. Quick forward to 2023, and Taraji P. Henson's public clamor against Oprah repeated Monique's past complaints. Featuring the continuous issue of underpayment for dark entertainers in Hollywood, dissimilar to Monique, Taraji got far-reaching compassion and judgment for Oprah's activities. During her genuine meeting with Shannon Sharpe, Monique returned to the issue and unveiled a previous discussion with Taraji about the foundational underpayment of people of color in the business anyway. Taraji seemed unengaged in participating in the discussion at the time, passing on Monique to proceed with her solitary campaign. Aiming for acknowledgement and fair therapy, Monique's disappointment was unmistakable as she regretted her continuous battle for affirmation in supporting for impartial therapy. She censored Taraji for apparently choosing to disregard Oprah's abuse, notwithstanding encountering comparable shameful acts. Herself, Monique's disclosures indicated waiting strains among Oprah and Taraji, further confirmed by fans' perceptions of clumsiness between them. At an exposure occasion for the film, this hostile, unique hate highlighted the intricacies and difficulties looked by people of color in exploring Hollywood's power structures and the repercussions of taking a stand in opposition to industry monsters like Oprah. You had troublesome request. I need to address it for the request that it went in and when more. Daniel say I had these requests. It stunned me since I was sharing with the screenware. If it's not too much trouble, ask him what the interest were. Monique's declarations in regards to Oprah's intention stretched out past only condemning Taraji. They illustrated the power elements inside Hollywood. Monique proposed that Oprah's activities were planned to chasten Taraji, as well as to send a chilling message to different entertainers, helping them to remember the repercussions of moving her position. Key to Monique's contention was a particular virtual entertainment post, wrote by Taraji, which she named the Adoration Letter, assuming that in this post Raja's recognition for Oprah verged on past love. She lauded Oprah's job as a directing light for ladies of variety in the business, featuring the meaning of fortitude and portrayal. Taja's words appear to adjust intimately with Oprah's story. Anyway, Monique deciphered this public showcase of loyalty as possibly constrained or impacted by the power elements at play in Monique's eyes. Taraji's post served not exclusively to commend Oprah, yet additionally to reaffirm her place of impact and strength inside the business. This, as per Monique, highlight the inborn dangers related with restricting Oprah, further establishing her standing as an unapproachable power inside Hollywood. I basically said I deferentially declined, since, in such a case, that you can recollect at the time there was a syndicated program called The Monique Show. I was doing a satire visit. I was in the honor time of the honors, and I'm likewise a spouse, and I'm a mama. It was essentially as undeniable even to Stevie Miracle that Taraji's post was spurred by sheer worry instead genuine deference, as she implied Monique, energized by her energy, leaving nothing on the table, stretching out her evaluate to Taraji's treatment of the circumstance. She bludgeoned Taraji for permitting Oprah to slight her by first choosing her for the job and afterward exposing her to a tryout move Monique saw as a determined strategic maneuver on Oprah's part, to which Taraji accidentally surrendered. For those new to the complexities of Hollywood elements, while it's standard for entertainers to try out for jobs, it's exceptionally unpredictable for them to do as such in the wake of being handpicked. Being handpicked suggests a degree of certainty from the maker in the entertainer's capacity to succeed in the job without the requirement for a tryout. This honor is regularly held for top-level craftsmen with demonstrated histories of greatness. By demanding a tryout regardless of handpicking, Taraji Oprah actually declared her predominance, sending an unmistakable message that notwithstanding Taraji's ability, Oprah held the advantage in their expert relationship. I express it with her. We were in a downright horrendous spot. I imparted to her. I was harmed, and attempting to sort this thing out.